Good morning. Welcome back, boys and girls. Hope everybody enjoyed their spring break. Um, we are going to jump right back into the math that we've been studying, and we're going to talk more about degrees. And the essential question we're looking at asks, how are degrees related to fractional parts of a circle? Well, when we're finished with this lesson, we are going to be able to state that we can relate degrees to fractional parts of a circle. We can use those two ways of looking at the measures of a circle to help us have a real great understanding. So we know that we can use what you know about angles and fractional parts of a circle to understand angle measurement. Angles are measured in units. Units. Angles are measured in units called degrees. Think of a circle divided into 360 equal parts. An angle that turns through 1/360th of a circle measures 1 degree. So that word kind of called out to me, units. Well, we know that if we have a 1 as our numerator, that this is a unit fraction. And that helps me really think about the units that we call degrees. So 1/360th of the circle measures 1 degree. That really makes sense to me because I know that I need 360 360ths to make one whole, but that the unit fraction is just one of 360 pieces, which is a lot of pieces. We've been talking recently about breaking up circles into 12 pieces so that we can kind of think about a clock, and that kind of helps us think about um, how we keep track of hours. There's 12 hours. One sweep around the clock with the hour hand would be 12 hours. There are 60 minutes that we can break a clock into, even 60 seconds. And we talked about quarter of an hour, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, or a full hour. All of those things we did with the clock. Well, this circle we're measuring with degrees, and this is showing 1/360th of the circle. And that is a really small piece because, look, I can't even see the gap between the lines there. Maybe you guys can with your young eyes, but I can't see it until we get out to about here. Then I can start seeing the gap between the two lines that forms the angle. Okay, so this shows just 1/360th of the circle. And then this math idea, we need to keep in mind that the symbol for degrees is this little circle here. So if we have, well, let's see, if we have a 90-degree angle, we would put 90 with the degree sign right up here, 90 degrees. And this angle does not measure 90 degrees, it measures 1 degree. All right, this is making sense. And 1 degree equals 1/360th of the circle. Okay, so I'm already seeing how those fractions relate to the units called degrees. Well, let's unlock this problem then. The angle between two spokes on the bicycle wheel turns through 10/360th of a circle. What is the measure of the angle formed between the spokes? Okay, so if I want to visualize this, I can look at this picture they gave us in the corner here, and it shows the bicycle spokes. And here's the center of the circle. The spokes are coming out to the rim of the bicycle, and you can see the angles being formed. And it's saying that the angle between the spokes on the bicycle wheel turns through 10 360ths. 10 360ths of the circle. What is the measure of the angle formed between the spokes? Well, let's think about it. 10 360ths. This looks familiar, kind of looks like the circle up here, but this just shows 1 360th. This shows 10 360ths. So each 1 360th turn measures 1 degree. And 10 1 360th turns measures 10 degrees. And I can really visually see that here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees. So the measure of the angle between the spokes is 10 degrees. And they didn't give me enough space to write the word degrees, but I know I can just put this little symbol up above, and I've got 10 degrees. All right. So the measure of the angle between the spokes is 10 degrees. How would I write that as a fraction? Well, I know a circle has 360 degrees, so it would be 10 360ths. Okay, 10 360ths, or 10 degrees. All right. Reason abstractly. How many degrees is the measure of an angle that runs through one whole circle? Explain. Well, if this shows 1 degree, and this shows 10 degrees, if I go all the way around the circle, wouldn't that be 360 degrees? And if we write this as a fraction, wouldn't it look like this? 360 360ths. So we know if the numerator and denominator have the same value, this equals one whole circle. So it would be 360 degrees. Okay, we'll stop here. We will continue this lesson on the next page in the next video.